So let's see the continuation, guys. In this video, we are going to see the shortcuts that are related to annuity. I mean to say present value of annuity, future value of annuity. Of course, I've mentioned certain questions in which calculation shortcuts along with method shortcuts are also there. So guys, please follow question 133 here. A machine cost 5,20,000 with an estimated life of 25 years. Means this machine will stay with us for 25 years, right? And the cost of the machine is 5,20,000. So a sinking fund is created. Guys, listen to me. Sinking fund means it's a fund which is raised for future purpose. Sinking fund means it's a fund raised for future purpose. Means we are going to create a fund which will be useful for us in future. That is why wherever you find this word called sinking fund, just treat it as future value. Guys, I'm repeating it again. I'm not saying that it is future value of annuity. I'm just saying that it is future value. And one more thing I must say. So by reading out the first line itself, nobody can say that it is a question related to present value of annuity or future value of annuity or ordinary annuity or due annuity. If you read out the question completely, then only you are in such a position to understand whether the question is related to annuity or just compound interest. If it is annuity, if it is future value or present value, that and all will be worked out or will be able to understand by you only if you read out the complete question. So don't expect a question that is of present value or future value. You are able to understand that by reading out the first line itself. Not such a magical thing is there in any question. So read out the question completely, then only you are able to understand whether the question is related to present value or future value. ఒక లైన్ చదివిన వెంటనే మీకు అది ఏ క్వశ్చన్ అర్థమైపోదు. కంప్లీట్ క్వశ్చన్ చదవాల్సిందే. దెన్ ఓన్లీ you are able to understand whether it is future value or annuity or present value. Now in the first line, ikkada first line lo there is a word called sinking fund. For me, sinking fund means future value. Naku sinking fund ante future value, but I am not saying that it is future value of annuity. Try to understand that. It is just future value. Sinking fund is a fund which is raised for future purpose. Future purpose kosam manam ippadi nunchi konta save chestunte, that fund in our terminology is called as sinking fund. So it is just future value. Try to understand that. Okay. The sinking fund is created to replace it by a new model at 25% higher cost after 25 years. So guys, after 25 years, the machine cost will not be the same, no? So enter raise avutundi 25% means enter 5,20,000 into, listen to me, 5,20,000 is what I entered. Got it? So already my machine cost is 5,20,000. Now its cost was increased by 25%, means don't do plus 25 and all. It is 100%. Now 25% raised means total is 125%. Keep that one in your mind. 25% perigindi ante 100 plus 25, 125 avutundi. If it is raised by 30%, it is 130%. If it is decreased by 30%, it is 70%. అది అర్థం చేసుకొని, since it is raised by 25%, I am writing 125%. Got it? So how much you got? 6,50,000. Am I correct? So I need how much after 25 years? Now 25 years tarvata enta kavali? 6,50,000 kavali. So after 25 years, with a scrap value of realization of how much, guys? 25,000 means the old machine will become a scrap after 25 years. 25 years tarvata old machine just scrap avutundi kada. From that you are getting how much? 25,000 means it is there in your pocket, no? So meeku 6,50,000 kavali. Out of 6,50,000 you are already having 25,000. That's why I'm subtracting 25,000. So what else I need? 6,25,000 I need. So that 6,25,000 is called as just future value. Guys, I already told you, no magical power is there to understand that it is a question is related to annuity. You should read out the question. Elanti magics tho veeru question chadav first line chadavagane ఇది annuity అని అర్థం కాదు. I got to know that I need 6,25,000 after 25 years. Now 25 years tarvata 6,25,000 kavali అని అర్థమైంది కాబట్టి it is just future value. And time duration to me is 25 years. That's what I understood. Now let me read out the continuation. So what amount should be set aside every year? Guys, please follow this line. What amount should be set aside every year? మీరు every year మీ దగ్గర నుంచి ఎంత తీసి పక్కన పెట్టాలి అన్నాడు. So if I keep on saving a fixed sum every year, నేను every year కొంత డబ్బులు పక్కన పెడితే దాన్ని నేను ఏమంటాను రా అంటే annuity అంటారు. So I've understood that it is future value of annuity. Guys, still remember, still I don't know whether it is ordinary annuity or due annuity. ఇప్పటికి కూడా నాకు అది ordinary నో due నో తెలియదు. So keep a space for that. So future value of annuity. So every year నేను ఎంత పక్కన పెట్టాలి? That is denoted by annuity. So means I need to calculate A equals to. So if the sinking fund investments at a 3.5% per annum compounded interest. So guys, throughout this question he didn't mention whether it is ordinary annuity or due annuity. చెప్పలేదు కాబట్టి we can take it as ordinary annuity. So that is how you can complete the question. It's not about reading the first line and writing everything in a magical way. Confirm ga raadu. So question మొత్తం చదవాల్సిందే. So that is the reason why I picked up this question for you guys. So now, what is the formula for future value of ordinary annuity? A by I. I means 3.5% means 0.035 into 1 plus I. 1.035 whole power n. N means 25 minus 1 equals to 6,25,000. Guys, now what I expect from you all is, I need the answer in a single step. I don't want to perform any other calculation on the paper. మొత్తం calculator లోనే కావాలి. For that, I have already taught you how to calculate this power. Everybody, please do calculate 1.035 power 25. I entered 1.035 into equals to repeatedly. Up to how many steps? 26 steps వరకు చేయాలి. So I did that. This is what I got. Now what else is there? Minus 1. Minus 1 is there, no? So do minus 1. Have you? Now what else is here? Divided by 0.035. ఇంతవరకు అయిపోయింది కదా? So you have calculated this entire value. If it comes to right side కి వెళ్తే ఇదంతా ఇన్వర్స్ అవుతుంది కదా? And I taught you inverse calculation. Divided by equals to. చెప్పేశాను కదా? అయిపోయింది. So right side ఏముంది ఇంకా? Into 6,25,000. So I got 16,046.2. You can see the answer here. So yes, 16,046.2. Got it, guys? So yes, I have already told you differences may happen. Confirm ga differences ఉంటాయి. Identify the option which is having least difference. ఉన్న వాటిలో least difference ఉన్న option పెట్టేయండి. Because మనం మన calculator లో 12 digits తీసుకుంటున్నాం. They might have taken 3 digits only. That is why these differences are common. Nothing to worry about the differences. So నాకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటంటే all the calculation should be performed with the help of one step. మొత్తం ఒకటే step లో నాకు కావాలి. Got it? So now let me show you the next question. So guys, look at 130. This is where most of the people get confused. So at 6 months time interval, A deposited 1,000 in a savings account. So guys, time gap is how much? 6 months, no? If the time gap is 6 months means, so the compounding should be done half yearly. Please keep that one in your mind. So time gap 6 months low, he is depositing 1,000 rupees. For every 6 months, he is depositing 1,000 rupees, no? So interval is same, no? That's why I can call it as an annuity. Annuity compounded half yearly or yearly? Half yearly only. So with credit and interest of 10% per annum compounded semi-annually. So tell me I, R by 200, no? 0.05. So compounded semi-annually. The first deposit was made when A's son was 6 months old, and the last deposit was made when A's son was 8 years old. This is where most of the people gets confused. There's nothing to worry. Suppose if I said that I'm 18 years old. నా ఏజ్ 18 years అన్నాను. మీన్స్ ఐఎమ్ ఇంటూ మై 18th year or 18 years are already completed, no? Like that, he is depositing his first money when his son was 6 months old. అంటే వాడికి 6th month వచ్చిందా? 6 months is already completed. Yeah, 6 months is already completed. So ఇక్కడ నా టైం పీరియడ్ ఎంతరా అంటే 6 months. I have already mentioned. ఈ 6 months కి స్టార్టింగ్ చేస్తే దాన్ని డ్యూ యానిటీ అంటాం. ఈ 6 months ఎండింగ్ చేస్తే దాన్ని ఆర్డినరీ యానిటీ అంటాం. He is making his payment, first payment when his son was 6 months old. వాడికి 6 months ఏజ్ వచ్చాక అంటే after the completion of 6 months. Means he is making his payment at the beginning of 6 months or at the end of 6 months. ఎప్పుడు చేస్తున్నాడు? Ending. So that is why I can call it as ordinary annuity. This is what one must understand. So indaka meer em chepparu, based upon first line you said that it is ordinary annuity. Sorry, it is annuity. Now I came to know that it is ordinary annuity. అయిపోయింది కదా. So first deposit వాళ్ళ సన్కి 6 months ఉన్నప్పుడు చేశాను. Now the second deposit 12 months, no? So guys, try to understand. By the completion of 1 year, how many deposits he made? 2 deposits, nothing to worry. So by the completion of 2 years, he'll make 4 deposits. Yeah, by the completion of 18 months, 8 years, he'll make 16 deposits. So there's no need to write all those things. N is 8 years, no? 8 into 2 means 16, because time duration is 8 years, N should be replaced by 2t as the compounding is done semi-annually. So he's depositing how much into a savings account? 1000 into a savings account. So A equals to 1000, I equals to 0.05. Though it is 10%, the compounding is done semi-annually. Okay, now my question is, forget about the remaining lines. So what money does he save? వాడి account లో ఎంత సేవ్ చేశాడు when his son is 8 years old? వాళ్ళ అబ్బాయికి 8 years వచ్చేసరికి వాడు ఎంత సేవ్ చేశాడు అని అడిగాను. Means I'm talking about present value or future value? Yes, future value. And you said that my payments are all making ordinary annuity. So that's what you need to understand. Future value of ordinary annuity formula A, sorry guys, A by I into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. So I'll just keep my formula in my mind. I'll write something on the paper. That is what the one line that I can write. So let me calculate 1.05 power 16. 1.05 power 16 means till how many steps? 17 steps. I did it. Minus, this is what I got. Minus 1, of course, into 1000 by 0.05. So I got 23,657. Listen to me, guys. That's not my answer. Please try to understand. 23,657 is what I got. Of course, he has given you something. So if you want, use that. What ichin value, use code. Now listen to me. So by his son's 8th birthday, this is the money in his savings account. But let me read out the question. Last deposit, what appude kada chesarannadu. So no more further deposits are made. By the time of his last deposit, the money in his savings account is this much. How much? 23,657. So listen to me. The money remained in the account means this 23,657 is there in the bank account. But akade badesadu danni. And was presented to his son on his 10th birthday. So guys, this money is the money accumulated by the person by his son which birthday? 8th birthday. వాడు 8th birthday టైంకి వాళ్ళ డాడీ సేవ్ చేసిన మనీ ఇది. ఈ మనీ అలానే బ్యాంక్లో ఉంది. మీన్స్ హీస్ కీపింగ్ దిస్ మనీ ఇన్ ద బ్యాంక్ ఫర్ హౌ మెనీ మోర్ ఇయర్స్? 2 more years. Now my question is, if it is our friend's money, we'll keep it for free of cost. But it is a person who deposited the money in the bank, no? The bank will not keep this money for the free of cost. It has to pay interest, no? Yeah, it's not at all a annuity. This money left in the bank for 2 more years. This money left in the bank account for 2 more years. So the bank will not keep it for free of cost. It will pay interest. For how many years? 2 years ki interest pay cheyalsinde kada. So means this is the principal. For this principal, we need to receive 2 years of interest. So we'll collect this principal and the interest and we'll present to his son 10th birthday. Got it? Ante deeni meeda ee person ki 2 years interest vastundi. So what kind of interest we'll get? వాడు ప్రీవియస్ స్కీమ్లో ఏ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అయితే వచ్చిందో, ప్రీవియస్లీ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇయర్లీ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఆర్ హాఫ్ ఇయర్లీ ఇంట్రెస్ట్? హాఫ్ ఇయర్లీ ఇంట్రెస్ట్. ద సేమ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ విల్ బి పోస్డ్ ఆన్ దిస్ మనీ. ముందు వాడికి స్కీమ్లో ఏ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అయితే వస్తుందో అదే ఇంట్రెస్ట్ బ్యాంక్ దీని మీద కూడా ఇస్తుంది. మీన్స్ ఆన్ దిస్ మనీ ద బ్యాంక్ విల్ పే 10% per annum compounded half yearly. అంటే ఏమవుతుంది? సో 23,657 point something, 657.49 into, so it is for 2 years, but the compounding is done half yearly. That's why I'm writing 4. Rate of interest is 10%, but the compounding is done half yearly. That's why I'm writing 1.05. So let me write into 1.05 4 times, into 1.05, into 1.05, into 1.05, into 1.05. 1.05. Just a moment. 1.05. How much I got? 28,755 is the money that was left in his bank account when his son was 10 years old. 755.8 is what we got, guys. That's why he has taken the answer as 28,756. Means it's a combination of annuity continued by compound interest. Try to understand that. So adi artham cheskondi. Ikkada combination of ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి అంటే compound interest ఉంది, annuity kuda undi. Okay, so all that you can perform with the help of only one line that is to be written on the paper. ఎప్పటికీ మీరు సింగిల్ లైన్ or 2 lines ఏ రాస్తారు, అంతకు మించి రాయాల్సిన పని లేదు. Okay, so now let me show you the next question. So look at 137, all of you. Raja is 40, wishes his wife Rani to have 40 lakhs at his death. So Raja need 40 lakhs for now or by the time of his death? When is he going to die? That's what I need, because by the time of his death he wishes to save 40 lakhs to his wife. వాళ్ళ wife కి వాడు పోయే టైంకి 40 lakhs అంటున్నాడు. ఎప్పుడు పోతట? Let's see. If his expectation of life is another 30 years means వాడు ఇంకో 30 years ఉంటానంటున్నాడు. After 30 years means by that time he wanted to save 40 lakhs to his wife. Means I just wanted to know whether this 40 lakhs is present value or future value. Yeah, future value. I know that future value is 40 lakhs. Guys, please try to understand. I'm not writing it as an annuity or somebody else. నేను దీన్ని జస్ట్ ఏం రాస్తున్నాను అంటే ఫ్యూచర్ వాల్యూ అని రాస్తున్నాను. ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్. ఆ తర్వాత he starts making equal annual investment commencing now. వాడు ఇప్పటి నుంచే యాన్యువల్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నాడు. మీన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ నౌ వన్ వర్క్స్ ఇమీడియట్లీ. గాట్ ఇట్? So that is why we'll call that annuity as annuity immediate or due annuity. It's up to you. దాన్ని annuity immediate అయినా అనొచ్చు, due annuity అయినా అనొచ్చు. Future value of due annuity. Madam, how do you say that it is annuity? So he is starting making equal annual investment. Every year equal investment చేస్తున్నాడు అన్నాడు కదా. So how much annuity? How much should he invest annually? Every year he is investing something, means that is denoted by A. So A value needs to be calculated. So guys, what is the formula for future value of due annuity? A by I. Rate of interest is 3%, no? So A by I into 1 plus I whole power how many years later? 30 years, right? So whole power n minus 1. Guys, please try to understand it is a due annuity. So that is why into 1.03 equals to 40 lakhs. So now what I need is, I need the complete answer with the help of calculator. Okay. For that, I am repeatedly telling you, calculate the power first. 1.03 power 30. 1.03 power 30. Power 30 means I need to perform till 31 steps. It's only 25, 26. Yeah. 2.427. Power 30 is done now. Next, minus 1. Do that. Next, into 1.03. Do that. Next, divided by 0.0. Do that. Have you? So you have this value with you. If this value goes to right side, it will become inverse. Inverse calculation means divided by equals to, got it? Into 40 lakhs. Into 40 lakhs. What's your answer? 81,628. Got it? 81,628. So guys, let me reconfirm my calculation. I did a mistake somewhere else, I think. So let me repeat. Whole power 30. 1.03 whole power 30. 1.03 whole power 30 is, just a moment guys, 2.427. Next, minus 1 into 1.03 divided by 0.03 divided by equals to into 40 lakhs. Getting the same answer, guys. Let me see. 40 lakhs, 3%, 30. Let me repeat my calculation, guys. $30 only, right? 1.03 whole power 30 minus 1 by 0.03 into 1.03 divided by equals to into 40 lakhs. So guys, I'm repeatedly getting the same answer. So I'll reconfirm the answer, guys. But the method is same. Might be I at somewhere else I did a mistake, I think. Let me reconfirm. Future value of duality. So it is for 30 years. 40 lakhs. Yeah, I'm repeatedly getting the same answer, guys. So write it down. Later we can think of the correct answer. I got 81,628. Okay. So let me show you the next question, guys. Yeah, look at 143. 2,500 is paid every year for 10 years. 2,500 is paid every year for 10 years to pay off a loan. Just listen to me. Suppose if I borrowed something from you, I'll repay the loan in future. But if I ask you to tell me the loan amount that I took, నేను మీ దగ్గర లోన్ ఎంత తీసుకున్నాను అంటే I will say the principal or I will say the amount that I paid. Yeah, I'll say the principal, right? So remember, the word loan amount means amount of loan taken by us. మీరు ఎంత లోన్ తీసుకున్నారు అని అడిగితే I'll say that it is the principal or the amount. Yeah, I must say it is a principal. Principal means present value or future value. Try to understand that. Present value. So, మీకు ఎక్కడైనా లోన్ అనే మాట వస్తే or else whenever you come across a money that was borrowed by you, means the principal. It means the present value. Try to understand that. See the number of preferences that it has. So, I'm paying 2,500 every year. For how many years? 10 years. For what purpose? To pay off a loan, to clear a loan. What is the loan amount? Means what is the principal? That's what I'm asking for, principal. So principal means present value. But guys, look at this. I'm repaying this loan with the help of installment, no? Installment, no? So that is why I'm calling it as annuity, present value of annuity. So at what rate of interest? 14% compounded annually. May I know the formula for present value of annuity? Yeah. Listen to me. A by I into 1 minus 1 plus I whole power minus n is present value of annuity. What kind of annuity? Ordinary annuity. Madam, why you are taking ordinary annuity? Because he did not specify that whether it is ordinary or due, no? That is why I am taking it as ordinary annuity. Try to understand that, guys. So what is A value here? Every year he is depositing how much? 2,500. For how many years? 10 years, right? So at what rate of interest? 14%. So let me replace all the values. I means 0.14. So for how many years? 10 years, no? So n means 10. So 1.04 whole power minus 10. Guys, please do calculate 1.04 power 10 first. I'll show you the process. 1.04 power 10. 1.480. This is what I got. Power 10. I need whole power 10 or minus 10. Minus 10 means I need inverse. For inverse, you need to use divided by equals to. Listen to me. Divided by equals to. Got it? Yeah. Now guys, listen to me. What symbol is there before this value? Minus. That is why I'm using this plus or minus symbol. Got it? Now I got a minus symbol before that, no? Now add 1 means plus 1. Have you? Now into 2,500 into 2,500. Got it? By 0.14 divided by 0.14. This is what your answer. So somewhere I did a mistake, guys. Let me repeat. 1.04 power minus 10 divided by equals to plus or minus plus 1 into 2500 by 0.14. Yeah, the same answer. 5793. Let me show you the options. Where I'm getting a difference, guys. Let me verify. 2500, no, 1.04 whole power 10. Yeah, plus or minus plus 1 divided by 0.14 into 2500. 1.04 whole power 10 divided by equals to plus or minus plus 1 into 2500 by 0.14.